The four main attachment styles. Which one are you? Understanding your attachment style when it comes to relationships will allow you to understand why you react a certain way when challenges arise, which may give you the pause you need to assess if you're acting from a place of insecurity and fear, which will then give you the option to react constructively, more from a place of centered energy instead of from an emotional place. What is up, Light Fam? It is David, your spiritual awakening coach, here to help you through your spiritual awakening. Knowing your attachment style allows both you and your partner to understand each other's needs on a much deeper level, which resolves conflicts much quicker. So, do you know your attachment style? Well, stick around and find out. Let's go. Attachment style number one. This is the secure attachment style. Individuals with a secure attachment style feel comfortable with emotional intimacy. They're able to trust and be open with their partner. They have a positive view of themselves and a positive view of their partner. And so they seek that closeness, but they also value independence. Seeking closeness, but valuing independence. I have to say that twice for you needy attachment style people out there. So obviously the secure attachment style is the style that's going to have the most fulfilling, satisfying, and happy relationships. This is the attachment style we all should be striving toward. And it sounds like from the description, the people that have a secure attachment style must have healed trauma. Yes. Only healed trauma will allow you to have a secure attachment style where you're not constantly driving off partners due to your unhealed trauma. Now, if you need a helping hand healing the childhood trauma that is disrupting your relationships, we can work together one-on-one through Zoom. Check the description below for that. But shameless plug aside, to have a secure attachment style, you have to feel secure within yourself so that your insecurities are not dictating how you respond to changes and challenges within the relationship. Attachment style number two. This is the anxious attachment style, our favorite. People with an anxious attachment style seek high levels of intimacy, validation, and approval from their partners. They are constantly worried about their partner's commitment and feeling towards them, constantly needing reassurance. They're oversensitive to the changes in the relationship, which causes them to constantly fear abandonment and rejection, which leads to clingy behavior and becoming overly dependent on their partner's validation. This happens quite a bit with twin flamers, where I'll hear a divine feminine say, "Oh, my DM, he ran off because of a karmic," or "the love was too intense, it scared him away. He's terrified of my love, y'all." Yeah, not so much. This is just bypassing looking at what you may have done to drive your DM away. If you have an anxious attachment style, that repelling energy cannot share the same space with healthy divine masculine energy. If you are anxious, clingy, over worrying, over analyzing, over sensitive, that energy is very off-putting and repulsive to a healthy divine masculine. There's so much vibrational dissonance there that divine masculine has to get out of that energetic field as fast as humanly possible. So stop watching these huge twin flame channels that just stroke your bruised ego so that you keep buying expensive tarot readings from them, and take an honest look at your attachment style. Did your anxious attachment style of being needy, clingy, obsessing, and constantly needing validation and approval chase your DM away? This is the only way that you actually heal and get better, not listening to bubblegum nonsense that just makes your ego feel better. Now, before we get on to the last two attachment styles, if you're finding value in the content, please click the subscribe button. If you know someone that has an unhealthy attachment style in their relationships, please share this video with them. It may give them the insight that they need to start doing the healing to get a healthy attachment style, which will lead to healthy relationships. Okay, back to the video. Attachment style number three is the avoidant attachment style, and it's just as it sounds. People with an avoidant attachment style struggle with emotional intimacy and have difficulty trusting people fully. They deeply value independence and feel uncomfortable with too much emotional closeness. But here's the good news, Light Fam. Your attachment style is not fixed. It's not your destiny. Your attachment style can evolve over time, particularly when you start to heal childhood trauma. When you begin to heal childhood trauma, you begin to attract different types of relationships, or you can elevate your current one. This creates new relationship experiences. So these newer and higher relationship experiences begins to change the inner dialogue that you have about yourself that is constantly playing in your head. You then begin to react more from a place of wholeness and completeness, which will typically cause your partner to react from that same energetic frequency. Remember, resistance just breeds more resistance. So healing trauma gets you out of that fight or flight self-identity, which is resistance, and puts you more in a calming, harmonious energy, which works wonders for forming that secure attachment style, thus making your relationships more fulfilling and satisfying. So don't sleep on your shadow work, Light Fam. I love you guys. I hope that this has helped. Namaste.